सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः 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 सुखिनो भवन्तु। शांति शांति शांति। श्री गणेश विनायका
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
दया करो हे पूर्ण ज्योतिर्मयी,
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 शिव शक्ति मई कृपा करो,
शिव शक्तिमयी कृपा करो,
शिव शक्ति कृपा करो,
शिव शक्तिमयी कृपा करो,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
साई जगत जननी कृपा करो,
साई जगत जननी कृपा करो,
साई जगत जननी रक्षा करो,
साई जगत जननी रक्षा करो,
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो,
दया करो हे पूर्ण ज्योतिर्मयी,
दया करो हे पूर्ण ज्योतिर्मयी,
शिव शक्ति मई कृपा करो,
शिव शक्तिमयी कृपा करो,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी,
साई जगत जननी कृपा करो,
साई जगत जननी रक्षा करो,
साई जगत जननी रक्षा करो,
साई जगत जननी रक्षा करो, अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साईं।
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our collective pranams at the divine lotus feet of our Master, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, revered elders, brothers, sisters, and everyone joining us live, Sai Ram and good evening. A warm welcome to the evening session of Day 6 of the Navaratri celebrations. On the 6th day of Navaratri, the mother is worshipped in the form of Katyayani. Ma Katyayani is revered as a formidable deity known for her prowess in battle. According to the Vamana Purana, she was brought into existence as a result of the collective anger of the gods, who were determined to overthrow the oppressive rule of the demon Mahishasura. Their combined energies materialized into powerful rays of light, which eventually took shape and solidified within the hermitage of the revered sage Katyayana. Recognizing the significance of this radiant energy, sage Katyayana bestowed upon it a divine form, thus giving rise to the goddess known as Katyayani, who is regarded as the daughter of the sage Katyayana. We shall commence the evening session with the Vedic invocation by the girl student of Vedic Studies program. They shall chant the Medha Suktam.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगात् विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदथे सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधां म इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषतागः स्वाहा आमा मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगति जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीका जुषन्ताम् मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मय्यग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां महीन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
Earlier this morning, as part of Navaratri celebrations, the Medha Dakshinamurti Homam and Mahasaraswati Homam were conducted at the Yagashala. Dakshinamurti is an embodiment of Lord Shiva, representing supreme awareness, understanding, and knowledge. He is the Adi Guru who first imparted knowledge of the Supreme Self and also knowledge of the 64 kalas, or odd forms. Ma Saraswati is revered as the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence. Performing Mahasaraswati Homa is believed to enhance intelligence, memory power, logical thinking, and reasoning abilities. After the Purnahuti, the priest explained that Dakshinamurti is an aspect of Lord Shiva who gave Brahma Upadesha to Sanakad rishis through silence. Narrating the story of Nabhaga, he mentioned that for those who follow the path of truth and righteousness, God is always with them. It is Lord Dakshinamurti who helps man to realize divinity which is already hidden in man. Thereafter, the Durga Puja was performed in accordance with the Bengali tradition. Today, being Mahashashti, Bodhan was performed earlier this evening. This is a ritual performed to instill life into the idols of Devis and Devatas. Sri Lalita Sahasranama is included in Brahmanda Purana. The sacred 1,000 names of Mother Lalita were given by Hayagriva, who is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, to sage Agastya. Mula Dharaika Nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Manipuranta Rudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. This means she resides in Mooladhara and Manipura chakras, breaking through the knots of Brahma and Vishnu. In this manner, the shlokas go on to describe her supremacy of all chakras right up to Sahasrara chakra, referring to Mother Lalita as the resident of all the 7 chakras. Today, we are honored to have Dr. Renuka D. Anvekar among us, who will be delivering a comprehensive lecture on the concepts of Ayurveda and chakras and their deep connection to Sri Lalita Sahasranama and Durga Saptashati. Dr. Renuka Anvekar is a highly accomplished practitioner of Ayurvedic medicine who graduated with top honors from the prestigious Government College of Ayurveda Medicine in Bangalore. In addition to her medical qualifications, she also holds a diploma in counseling skills from the Banjara Academy. Furthermore, she has obtained a certification from the renowned Bhishma School of Indic Studies, showcasing her dedication to deepening her understanding of ancient Indian wisdom. With over 3 decades of experience working with preschoolers as a doctor, counselor, and teacher, she brings a wealth of practical knowledge to her teachings. Currently, Dr. Anvekar is engaged in a course on ancient Indian mathematics from Indika Yoga, as well as studying Veda mantras from Trayi Veda Vidyalaya, led by Sri Srinivasan of the Challekere brothers fame. Dr. Anvekar has also recently embarked on a diploma course in Bhagavad Gita. May we now invite Dr. Renuka Anvekar to address all of us this evening.
Shri Matre Namaha Sadashiva Samarambhan Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Drishad Raghi Asya Samaruhanilot Palarucha Daviyamsam Dinam Snapaya Kripaya Mamapi Shive Anenayam Danyo Bhavatina Chate Haniriyata Vaneva Harmeva Samakara Nipato Himakaraha Vaneva Harmeva Samakara Nipato Himakaraha. Yes, I just want you to look at this picture for a minute. Keep this goddess in your heart space when I do the Dhyana shlokas. Sindhuraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya Maulispurat Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhim Apina Vakshoruham Panibhyam Alipurna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Bibhritim Saumyam Ratna Ghatastha Rakta Charanan Dhyayet Paramambikam. In Ayurveda, the most important tenet is Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Arogyam Moolam Uttamam. If you want to serve and have the 4 arthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, you must have a very good, healthy body. Without this vehicle, it is impossible for us to attain the other Purusharthas. I'm sure everybody understands this after the pandemic has taken over and made us lose so much of our time. So here, Mother Lalita, in fact, every Sahasranama that you read or chant, we will have a Falastuti as you are going to be healthy if you read this. Vishnu Sahasranama, Datta Sahasranama, any Sahasranama for that matter will say you are going to have good health. But how do they bring about it? Lalita Sahasranama is one of the most chanted Sahasranamas. I think I see a lot of women folk here. I don't think there's anyone who has never read the Lalita Sahasranama once or even heard the Lalita Sahasranama. She is the mother and she is the goddess who is going to take us. She's called Bhavatarini because she makes us sail through this samsara sagara and take us towards the Shiva Tattva. Now, how does Ayurveda fit in? If you have to understand that factor, I'll have to take you quickly through a few slides about the basic tenets of Ayurveda. See, we have got something called the Pancha Mahabhautik theory. I'm sure all of you are familiar with this, about the Pancha Mahabhautik. This comes from the statement, Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande, what is within and what is without is the same. You can find the same parallelences within our body also. So it is Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala and Prithvi. These five, Akasha is the ether, Vayu is the air element, Agni is the fire, Jala is the water element, Prithvi is the earth. I'm just giving you a just basic outline and I'm translating it into English, but there is a lot more depth into whatever I am telling. I'm just telling you the English literally translations, okay? Now, the second one is the Tridosha theory. Whenever you go to an Ayurvedic doctor, you would have heard about words Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Tridoshas, the doshas are there, Vata, Pitta and Kapha are there. How are these formed in the body? See, when you say Akasha, Vayu, it sounds a little abstract. So how do you bring something abstract like that into our body which is stula? It is gross. How do you show it? So we do need something in the body to represent the Panchamahabhutas. So we have got these three doshas. Akasha and Vayu together will form the Vata element in the human body. The Agni and the Jala form the Pitta element. The Jala and the Prithvi bring about the Kapha element. The next concept is something called Prakriti. Prakriti of every human being, whoever is sitting here, is different from each other. You believe that? With the background of this, I say, no two individuals, even siblings in the same family, even though the mother is the same, father is the same, the Prakriti will never be same of the two siblings. One will be, you know how it is. If you've had a sibling, you will know in comparison with each other how your bodily stature, your thought process, your dealings with the world, the way, what food you like, everything is different. The next point is, same disease does not run the same course in two different individuals. We saw this in the pandemic. The people whom we expected to live a long life, we lost a lot of youngsters and we had a lot of elderly people who could survive the pandemic. Third one, same treatment giving to two individuals may not result in the same cure. This is how Ayurveda works differently. The Prakriti in each individual is a basic determining factor of outcomes of disease and course of disease also. So we could say that the well-defined result of all the individual influences of time and space on an individual constitutes the Prakriti. Because we don't occupy the same point in space and time, all of us have got different Prakritis, so outcomes will be different. Next is the concept of Agni. This means the fire within us, which is of two types. One is the digestive fire. Right away, whatever food you eat, how you are going to digest it, how soon you are going to digest it. Next one is the metabolic fire. Every element, you will see in the next, why I am talking about metabolism. In Ayurveda, we have got tissues which are differentiated into 7 different tissues. Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Medas, Asti, Majja, Shukra and Ojas. The rasa is that immediate food which we take, no? After the peristaltic action, the one which moves into the duodenum, the stula swarupa of the food that we take, we call it as rasa. The fire which is present in the rasa will convert it into rakta. So what you have eaten is going to go part into the rakta. The rakta dhatu will assimilate whatever it needs from the rasa dhatu, whatever food you have eaten. The next one is the mamsa. So after getting into the rakta, the fire in the rakta dhatu, the metabolic fire or the digestive aspect of the rakta dhatu, is going to make it amenable for the mamsa or the flesh tissue in the body. The muscles will take in whatever it needs, so on and so forth. Each agni of every dhatu, the 7 dhatus, will be assimilated, and finally the ultimate product is something called the ojas, which is the vitality that all of us possess. You can see that the difference, some people are dull. End of the day, after food, they'll be tired. Some people will be very, very sprightly. This is the ojas, the kind of food that you eat. It takes time. Of course, it's not going to happen in a day, but there's a certain cycle for every dhatu to go into the uttarottara dhatus, we call. Uttarottara dhatu means one after the other. The next dhatu, so many days. Mamsa, so many days. So, medas is the fat aspect of the body. Asti is the bones. Majja is the marrow within the bones, which produces the blood. Shukra and Shonita are the reproductive components of our body, the ovum and the sperm in male. Ojas is that final, beyond this, what it comes is the ojas, or the vital capability or the vital factor of every human being. Now, what are the functions of these 3 doshas? All the sum total of all the nervous functions of the body is taken over by the vata. The pitta is the sum total of the metabolic processes and the hormonal functions of the body. All the hormones come under the pitta. The kapha is the tendency of the body to hold itself together as one entity. See, as we grow old, and it maintains homeostasis. So as we grow older, do you see the loosening of the muscles happening, the dryness in the joints? All this happens because the vata component in the old age is going up and the kapha comes down. That is why we can actually see the activity of the kapha. The tendency of the body to hold itself together is lost as we grow older. The scope of this lecture does not allow me to go into the times of the ages, the time of the day, time of the year, time of the age of the body, when all these 3 doshas take predominance. That's scope for another lecture by itself. Now we have to go into the foods that increase the vata, decrease the vata. You have madura, amla, lavana, means sweet, sour and salt tastes bring down the vata if it has gone, if it is increased in your body because of wrong food consumption. These are the rasas you will have to consume to reduce the vata. If you want to increase the vata, you can take katu, that is pungent, spicy food. Tikta means bitter. Kashaya means astringent. This is the taste that you get after drinking a glass of buttermilk. Just to give you a practical hint, Kashaya rasa is that which you get after the last part, after you drink buttermilk, your mouth goes a bit dry. So that is the Kashaya. And Pitta, when you take sweet, bitter and Kashaya rasa, the Pitta element comes down. Katu, Amla, Lavana increases the Pitta in the body. The Kapha, to decrease the Kapha, you take Katu, Tikta, Kashaya, that is pungent, bitter and Kashaya rasa. The Kapha in the element in the body comes down. Madura, Amla, Lavana increase the Kapha. Try taking some sweet dish when you have a cold. You will immediately see the repercussions. This is direct, you can see. That's why we will give pepper rasam. You will get bitter, you will get it, hot and spicy. You drink when you get a cold. So this is one practical thing. Now let's go very fast through the chakras. I'm sure all of you are doing yoga. You will be doing hatha yoga. You will be doing kundalini meditation, many of you. So the chakras are from the top downwards. Sahasrara, Agnya, Vishuddha, Anahata, heart space, Manipura around your belly button, Swadhisthana 2 inches below that, and Mooladhara almost at the base where your genital organs occur. That's the place for the Mooladhara. Very fast. So now we come to the Chakra reference in the Sri Lalita Sahasranama. The Ayurvedic concepts are intermingled here. We really have to cull it out. I was able to do it because I have a background of both Ayurveda and I chant Lalita Sahasranama profusely. From 1993 I have been chanting regularly. So because of that, you can put 2 or 2 together, and also in our texts, in our Sanathana Dharma text, it is not that you read one book and you're going to get all your knowledge. You have to dip into other books. You're studying the Yoga Sutra, you'll have to dip into the Bhagavad Gita to understand how to do dhyana. Because it's not mentioned there, just dhyana is there. You will know here in the Bhagavad Gita, he's told you how to sit with your back, neck and straight in one line and do dhyana. So it is not one book, we have to cross-refer. The more you study, And that too, it is inter-knowledge, you cannot just stick with one, the same reference and you go and you are going to find the answer. No. You will have to really skim through a lot of things. You will really have to swim through a lot of texts. So Lalita Sahasranama, this is the 98th shloka. I'll just chant it for you. Vishuddha Chakra Nilaya Rakta Varna Trilochana Khatvangadi Praharana Vadanaika Samanvita Payasana Priya Twakstha Pashuloka Bhayankari Amritadi Mahashakti Samvrita Dakinishwari. So Vishuddha Chakra, it is in the Griva Kupa. This is where it is. If you get into Tantra, you will understand how many petals that she lives, she's present there as Dakini. So her form is mentioned here. Look at the Twakstha. She lives in the skin. So if you are going to study Sri Vidya Lalita Sahasranama to convert yourself into a place where she can come and reside, you should know which are her aspects which are going to land in those parts of your body. That is the beauty of understanding these things. So you will do everything in your possibility to keep your Vishuddhi Chakra straight if you want the aspect of Dakinishwari to come and take her space in that, in your body. So Payasana Priya. Payasana is milk, When you cook rice in that with sugar, it becomes Payasana. Now anything that is sweet is going to give you a glow, correct? You eat well, you're going to be happy. We have Sara, Saratva is there, Rasa Sara Purusha, Rakta Sara Purusha is there. Again, as I said, Ayurveda is an ocean. If you dip into it with a mug, you will come out only with a mug. You can, if you dip deep inside and you will get all the gems that can come out. So the scope, we have a very short time here. So Amritadi Mahashakti, that comes in the aspect of Tantra. We can't go into that. So now the resonating syllable of this is Ham. The principle is Akasha. And Akasha Tattva has got only one Tanmatra attached to that. It is the Shabda. So she is Vadanaika Samanvita. Only one aspect, only sound is there in the Akasha. She represents, the Akasha principle is represented there. So she has got only one phase. The resonating sound for this is the ocean waves, If you sit near it is always said that when you sit near waterfall and chant the Lalita Sahasranama, the effect that it has on you will be very great. I've experimented. It's true. You really feel good after you chant near a waterfall. Ocean I have not tried. 16 petals, one face and 3 eyes. Raktavarna, Trilochana. And her manifestation is the skin, her color is red, and the food that she likes will be sweet rice porridge. We go to the Anahatabja. Anahatabja means lotus. Anahatabja nilaya Shyamabha Vadanadvaya. She's got 2 phases, Shyamabha, the color of grey. Damshtrojvalaksha Maladidara Rudira Samstita. Now Rudira means blood. She stays in the blood. Her position, she's Adhikarini of that, and she's Rakini there. She's called Rakini. And Snigdodana Priya. Now the blood, the pitta component is a part of the blood component, and one of the best medications we can give in a pitta disorder is ghee, ghritam. So snigdodana priya means rice, ghee, and sweet a little bit. Sweet, I told the rasas which reduce the pitta are madura, tikta, and kashaya. So you give her the madura, snigdodana, with a lot of ghee. And any disorders that are there in the rakta can come down. Not a blanket statement. You'll have to see other things like prakriti and other things also. But people who are doing yoga and kunda, people who are teaching especially, Hatha yoga, when you're teaching and teaching them when you're teaching them asanas, you can actually make out when these things are happening in the body. And the yoga teacher itself can tell them, today night go home and eat a little bit of khichdi with lots of ghee in it. This is how you can manage if you are a yoga teacher. So resonating syllable is Yam, principle is Vayu. Now Vayu has got Shabda and Sparsha. Both are there. So she's got 2 faces. Vadanadvaya. You saw how they have compared, and whatever her aspects are there that she is having in those places. 12 petals, 2 faces, and her canines are very prominent. This is when you're trying to do a dhyana shloka of Rakini, in a heart space. Any japa when you're doing, you'll have to do the dhyana shloka and establish the goddess in your heart space and then start the japa, right? So when you're doing the dhyana shloka for Rakini, you have to imagine her, you have to visualize her. I won't say imagine, you got to visualize her like this. Then her manifestation is in the blood, color is grayish, and the food is rice cooked in ghee. I told you how that for pitta to come down, you have to give ghee. Then Manipura, this is the around your belly button where the Agni, Samana Agni, the digestive fire resides here. Manipura Abjanilaya, Vadanatraya Sanyuta, Vajradukayu Dhopeta, Damaryadi Biravrata, Raktavarna, Mamsanishta, Gudanna Prita Manasa, Samasta Bhakta Sukada, Lakinyamba Swarupini. Now here, she has got 3 phases because what you call this, Agni has got Shabda, Sparsha and sound. It has got sound, Sparsha and Rupa also. It has got all 3. So she's got 3 phases here and Damaryadi Biravrata, like smoky color, and the manifestation is in the flesh. Mamsanishta, she stays in the blood, in the flesh, the muscles of your body. Her color is red and here rice cooked in jaggery. Gudanna Prita Manasa, any sweet Madhura thing, it increases the muscle component in the body. Because it is sthula and gross, it increases the quantity itself of the flesh in the body. Then the 104th is Swadhisthana Ambujagata. This is Swadhisthana, a little below the belly button, 2 inches or so. Chaturvaktra, 4 phases. Again it is because she's got all the 4 components now. She's got Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa and Rasa. 4 things she's got here. She is Kakini, and we will have to remember here, Medo Nishta, she resides in the fat. Madhuprita, what will your doctor and any YouTube channel tell you? If you have increased your weight, first thing they say, drink warm water with honey and lemon in it. Correct? So this is the direct connection. When you take honey, contrary to general belief, honey has got even Kashaya Rasa. That is why it is allowed in diabetes, in Ayurveda. Honey is one of the anupanas which we give in diabetic treatment when we are giving some medications. So now you got the direct connection, Madhu Medonishta, that is to reduce. If you want to increase it, Dadi, curds, Dadyanna Sakta Chitta. You want to become more fat, eat curd rice and go and sleep in the afternoon. These things if you do, you can easily put on weight. Very easy to put on weight. Next one is Mooladhara. This is the Mooladhara Ambujaduda Panchavaktra. Here the earth element is involved, and it is a known factor that the Prithvi has got all the 5 elements of the Tanmatras, Shabda, Rasa, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. All the 5, so it is present in the principle of the Mooladhara. The goddess is Sakini. Mudga Udana Sakta Chitta. Here she wants, Mudga means green gram. Pongal, that is Mudgaudana, though you take a green gram there. You take the, the broken one there. Here you take the whole thing. Mudgaudana Sakta Chitta, and her manifestation is in the bones. She stays in the bones, and khichdi is what she likes best. You have to add a little bit of ghee there because it is Asti Samstita. There it is the Asti is the space where Vata is present. So you have to add a little bit of ghee there. Next, you go to the Agnya Chakra. Agnya Chakrabjanilaya, Shukla Varna, Shadanana, Majja Samstha, Hamsavati Mukhya Shakti Samanvita, Haridra Naika Rasika, Hakini Rupa Dharini. Agnya Chakra, she is present in the marrow of the body. Marrow, see even the brain, in Ayurveda we call it Majjadara Khala. Majjadara Kala, the brain is also called. She is white in color and she's got 6 phases. 5 Mahabhutas and the Manas Tattva. So she's got 6 phases, she's white in color, and the Hamsa is there, it's 2-petal lotus. Ham and Sa are there. This goes a little bit into Tantra. So resonating syllable is Om. So whenever, even during Hatha Yoga, and if you are doing Kundalini practices or whatever, if the teacher is noticing, you can give them these syllables. If you find out, see, I have practically seen that whenever I found somebody having hips which are tight, they cannot sit cross-legged and all, It is usually the Mooladhara that is affected, and when you little bit of counseling, gateways are opened. You can make out what is causing that the Mooladhara chakra to be really closed down there. And then you can start, if you're adept at it, you can start teaching them whatever asanas that they have to do and whatever practices, whatever food they have to be doing. Okay? So this is the marrow and turmeric rice. I'll be very frank here, I'm still trying to see why they have mentioned turmeric rice for the majja. Still have to see, because you know that the blood is formed over there. Now, I particularly in my clinic, whenever I find allergies which are happening, I give them turmeric preparations. Not this just turmeric and pepper in a glass of milk. We have got lots of medications which are done with haridra. Haridra is turmeric. So I just put 2 and 2 together, but it's not authoritatively I'm telling you this. So I'm doing my research, I could say. I really have to go into that. Only if you put the blood and marrow and production, then I would say turmeric rice is given to cleanse your blood. Okay? Okay. Now Sahasradala Padmastha, this is the one that is slightly outside of our body. Sarva Varnopashobhita, Sarvayudhadara, Shukla Samstita, Sarvatomukhi. She's got phases all round and she's got all the weapons in her hand. This is wonderful for visualizing, when you're doing your practices. And she's Sarva Varnopashobhita, multicolored. She likes all colors. It's not like, one single color will suit her. So Sarvodana Prita Chitta, all kinds of food. So if you transcend, then I would say that nothing is going to harm you. You can eat any food and you'll be fine. You don't have to be habituated. Whatever food, you can convert poison into nectar. Just a figure of speech, don't try that. You'll have to really work at it. It's not going to happen in this lifetime, I think, for anybody. It's very difficult. You have to do a lot of sadhana for all that. Principle is Shukla. Resonating sound again is Omkara. 1,000 petals, phases all round. And the manifestation is the elements for reproduction, for creativity, for creation. All colors and all types of foods. Very few people will do that. I've seen only 2 people mixing up all the food in their plate and eating it. Actually, you should be of a very high order of evolution if you can do that. One is my Guruji. Now, this has come just because I want to tell you something about the Devi Mahatmyam. Requisites for Garbha Dharana in Ayurveda or anywhere, even outside in the world. Bija, Kshetra, Ritu and Ambu. The seed has to be good. The soil has to be fertile. Season must be right. Nourishment must be good. Same thing in the human body too. Now look at this. Even in the bija, half of it is the mother. 3.5 portions of this whole requisite come from the mother. You get what I'm telling you? That is why we refer to Prakriti as mother, she is our mother. Okay? Now, this is mentioned in our texts. You can really see this. Matraja and Pitraja bhavas in the baby which is born. The bhavas which come from the maternal side, maybe someone should do research in genetics and see whether this is true. Skin, blood, flesh, the fat, umbilicus, heart, liver, spleen, elemental canal, that is all the soft things, they come from the mother. The kidneys also comes from Matraja Bhava. The kidneys come from the mother. And the Pitraja Bhava is hair, nail, teeth, bone, veins, artery, all the tough things, which will make you stronger, definitely. Yeah. Now in Durga Saptashati, if you read the Kavacha, see the first line there, Rakta Majja Vasam Mamsan Asti Medamsi Parvati. These things they are asking Parvati to take care. Why? Because Jagataf Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. So if she is the mother, they are asking her to take care of that. Antrani Kala Ratrischa Pittancha Mukuteshwari. Antrani, I told you just now, the elementary canal is taken care of. The mother, it comes from the Matraja Bhava. So all these things which they have told, Pittam, Mukuteshwari. See, they knew it. Matlab, Puranas and all come from the Vedas only. So they have to draw in from the Vedas when it comes to this. So you can see that Pitta is Mukuteshwari. Padmavati Padmakoshe. What is Padmakosha? What is the thing in our body that blue opens and closes? The lungs. The lungs open, no? When you inspire, by respiration, and you inhale, it is going to open up and then it will come down. So that is where Padmavati. Then Kapha, Chudamani. Kapha is present in the lungs also. If so, my teacher used to say, whichever organ is there, no, you look up the Kavacham, tell that and say, Ayi Namaha. Chudamanyai Namaha. Whichever part of your body. It's matter of faith, but my teacher who taught me the Durga Saptashati is sometimes it is like Guru Padesha will work right. They will tell you the right things to be doing. You can do it and it will come true. You can't cheat your Guru, you can't, your parents will say, they will forgive you. You should not do anything to your Gurus. It will come back like Parashurama and Karna and all, nothing will come to us. So you have to really listen and revere our Guru. Jwalamukhi nakajwalam abedya sarva sandishu. See all the joints, no? You have kapha there. So you praying to her to take care. Shukram brahmani me. See all the dhatus which I was telling you, Sandhi, Shukram, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. All these things. Mano buddhim rakshame dharmacharini. So if you're feeling that you're getting bad thoughts, you can ask dharmacharini to take care of you. Shri Matre Namaha. This is actually the ending. This is the definition of health in Ayurveda. After giving you a background with dosha and dhatu and agni and everything, I can tell you this very, very safely because I know that you have understood whatever. Bird's eye view, but whatever. This is in Sushruta Samhita. Look at it. Samadosha, samagnischa, samadhatu malakriyaha, prasanna atma, indriya, manaha, swastya ityabhidhiyate. WHO came only in some 1920 to give this definition, that it's not just the bodily health. Prasanna, Atma, Indriya, Manas, all these components come into the well-being of a human. Wasn't it right? So this was when told long, long ago. So you just have to order this, Samadosha, Samagnischa, with the framework of your Prakriti. Supposing you are Vata Pradhana Prakriti, Pitta Pradhana or Kapha Pradhana Prakriti, within the framework of your Prakriti, you can maximize your potential and be healthy. It doesn't mean a Kapha Prakriti can change over to a Pitta Prakriti. You will still be Kapha Prakriti, but you will work on an optimal. You have to do the things of not going out in the cold and drinking cold water from the refrigerator. That much we have to do, right? After having understood our body well, this we can do to take care of our health. And then everything in moderation. Balance is very, very important. You have to just keep it at a balance. You must never go transgress what you have to do. It is ati sarvatra varjayet. You just have to manage and do what you have to do for that particular thing. And go to an Ayurvedic doctor. Please don't treat yourself. Only in the yoga and the chakra space, you have a little bit of leeway because you'll be seeing them always in front of you. You can do something. All right? Shri Matre Namaha. Thank you so much for your time.
Our heartfelt gratitude to you, ma'am, for elucidating on these profound concepts. May we now invite our Chancellor, Shri B.N. Nasimamurthy sir, to offer a token of love to Dr. Renuka Anvekar, ma'am. We will now have a short clip of Swami's discourse in which Swami speaks on the glory and the pristine love of the Mother Goddess.
The charitra, there is no equivalent word of charitra in English. The personality, the character, the majesty, the grandeur, you put all these words together, still you will not be able to equal charitra as a word. And that story of Amman, Amavari, her ways of protecting her devotees, her compassion, which also appears in the form of anger, to set things right, to put people on the path of Dharma. Her motherly affection, on the other hand, which blesses every one of her devotees with more than what they desire for. The look of her eye, one look is enough to redeem the greatest of the sinners. In so many ways, compassion, the majesty, the beauty, the grandeur of devotion to Mother Lalita Vamavari. On Navaratri, listening to Mother is the first guru at home. She is the one who teaches us the first lessons of life, who redeems us of our ignorance, of fear, with just one look of her. She can do that. She doesn't have to do too much. Like a fish, mother fish nurtures her young ones just by the look. That's the way a guru or the mother divine nurtures, nourishes, protects, guides, cares for her devotees just through the look of the eye. And so I remembered what Adi Shankaracharya and Viveka Chudamani say so beautifully. Swamin namaste nartaloka bandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdau mama uddharatmiya kataksha drishtya rijvati karunya sudhabhivrishtya, he says. Oh Swami, you are the compassionate one. You are the Natalok Lokabandhu, you are the friend of all. That is what mother is, a friend of all. Karunya Sindhu, you're the ocean of compassion. Patitam Bhavabdo. I have fallen in this samsara. As mother's one name is Samsara Panka Nimagna, Samudharana Pandita. She is the depth, she is the Pandita in pulling people out of this muck of samsara, which is so difficult to get rid of. So he says, Patitam Bhavabdo, I have fallen into this samsara. Maam uddharatmiya katakshadrishtya. All I expect from you is redeem me, not by calling me, talking to me, giving me interview, giving me gifts. Just give me a look on the corner of your eye. That's enough to redeem me. Katakshadrishtya. And how should that look be? Rijyati karunya sudhabhivrishtya, like the straight rain that falls straight without moving this way or that way due to wind. Let your grace upon me fall like that straight raindrop. Truth is that of all the ways that you can worship the divine, the divine has no name and form. That is Shuddha Chaitanya, as he said. But if you must give it a name and form, the most beautiful, the most endearing, the most lovable form that Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahman can take is that of a mother. You can't improve upon that. The best way, Sakara Swarupa of that Parabrahman would be in a mother's form only. That's why we all love our mothers. If our father beats us, we go to mother. If mother beats us, we still go to mother only. We don't go to father. That is the beauty of mother's love. When she beats you and scolds you, she is still that same Chandi, same mother. When she cajoles you, caresses you, loves you, she is also the same mother. But she does it only to correct you so that you don't deviate from the path of Dharma for your own good, the greatest good that the mother even takes upon this artificial anger only to set us right. So, this is the beauty of the story of the mother. And in Navaratri, we are celebrating 9 different forms of the same mother. From the Tapaswini Brahmacharani onwards, we worship her. To the Kushmanda, the very Hiranyagarbha, the very origin of this entire cosmic play. In all forms, Chandika, Chandraghanta, in so many ways we worship her. Because, yes, the same mother only appears to us in different ways at different times. Nowhere in the world that we find texts like Vedas, nowhere we find traditions as rich as Indian traditions. Nowhere in the world we find the depth of spirituality as we find it in India, where everything and everyone is divine. Now, how beautiful that thought is. It is not judging you that you are a sinner and you're a saint, you deserve hell and you go to heaven. It doesn't judge you there. Simply says, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is divine. Yatkinchat Jagatyam Sarvam Drishyate Shruyate Piva Antarbahishya Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Same divine resides in all. Whatever we see, hear, taste, smell, religion tells you that you are divine. You are that. Which other culture tells us? Which other culture makes us feel so good, elevates us to the level of divinity. Everybody else judges us. You did this, now you are going to get to go to hell. And this is the first grade hell, second grade hell. There are 7 grades, and then seven-star heavens are also there. That is all one side of it. But more importantly, our scriptures teach us that you yourself are divine. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, all these Mahavakyas repeatedly tell us that you are divine, you are divine, you are divine, you are none other than that. That is the beauty of our Vedic knowledge. And that knowledge must reach every nook and corner of this world. Nanya Pantayanaya Vidyate. This is the only way to redeem the world. No policies, no rules, no law, no police force, nothing can reform this world. This one idea that you all are divine, we all are divine, everything is divine, not only the living winds, all are divine. Yet kinchat jagatyam jagat. Everything is divine. This idea alone can redeem all of us. And that is the idea of our Vedas. And to continue the tradition of these Vedas, I always tell, I borrowed these 4 ideas about our Gurukulam from Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayana, it comes in the Balakanda, 18th Sarga. When Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna come back from sage Vasishta's ashrama back to their palace, they're handed over to the father after their studies. Vashishta describes how are these 4 children. And he says in these 4 lines, and he says, Sarva Veda Vidaha Shuraha, Sarva Loka Hite Rataha, Sarve Jnanopasampannaha, Sarve Samudita Gunaihi. These are the 4 things that he talks about about all the 4 brothers. He says, Sarva Veda Vidaha. They know all the Vedas. Veda is not just about this Rigveda, is there all the Shastra, Dhanurveda is there, Ayurveda is there, so many Vedas. Everything they have learnt. And Shura, they are very courageous ones. Because they are Kshatriyas, they ought to be courageous. So they know the Shastra and also they know the Shastra. That is the knowledge that they have been given in the Gurukula. That is the first quality. And second, he says is that Sarve Jnanopasampannaha, all kinds of knowledge, all kinds of, we have 14, types of knowledge and 64 kalas are there. Everything they have learnt. They have all kinds of knowledge. Then Sarve Samudita Gunahi, all good qualities emanate out of them. Spontaneously. They don't have to put effort to be good. They are naturally good. That is the kind of children these are. And what do they do with all this knowledge, all these skills, all the talent, all the goodness? Sarvaloka hiterata. They use it for the welfare of all. Love all. Serve all. Not me, my people, my community, my family. All. Sarvaloka hiterata. That is the beauty of Gurukula education system. And that is what I want everybody to learn here. You must learn Vedas. All of you should learn, irrespective of which stream you are pursuing in your regular, secular, academic fields. You must learn all those things. I don't expect you to be Shura, but you can be Dhira. But Sarva Veda Vidaha Dhiraha. And who is a Dhira? Kaschid Dhira Pratyagatmanam Aikshad Avritta Chakshu Amrutatvamichan. But he says Dhira is one who is a combination of an adventurous person, a courageous person, a very discriminating person, a person with great desire to attain the truth. Such a combination of all these together is a Dhira. And that Dhira you must become, who can turn their gaze inwards to achieve that truth which is within. Because only when we realize the truth within that we know the truth without. That is the idea of our education system. And Sarvagyanopasampanna, all kinds of knowledge you should learn: music, arts, fine arts, be it sports, be it science, be it humanities, anything and everything that you like, you want to learn, you should be able to learn in our system. So, Sarve Gyanopasampanna, Sarve Samudita Gunaihi, all good qualities, beautiful qualities, Daya, Tyaga, Seva, Bhakti, all these should emanate out of our children spontaneously because of the beautiful environment that they live in, the acharyas, the gurus who are here to look after you. And all this should be used not for your selfish sake. It should only be used for the welfare of all. In whatever way you can use it, you must use it. Be a doctor, go and serve poorest of the poor. Help them, heal them, cure them. Be a teacher, go and teach those who cannot afford this education. those who are left out, who have fallen through the cracks in the society. Be be an engineer. Go and build infrastructure where there is none. Children who have to cross flooded rivers on their 2 feet to go to the school. There are many places like this in India, inaccessible. Help them. Whatever profession you choose that profession only from the point of view of helping someone with that. And don't worry, you will be looked after. The one who serves God in people, they are looked after by God. So don't worry about it. Ananyas chintayanto ma yajana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. It's not my word, it's the word of the divine, the Lord Krishna himself said. Don't worry, you think of me all the time. Do my work. Paryupasana means not that upasana. Paryupasate, he says. It's not about offering flowers and patram pushpam phalam toyam. It's about doing everything. Yat karosh, yat juhosh, yadashnasi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tad kurushva madarpanam. Do everything for my sake. That is paryupasana. So one who worships me like this by offering everything to me, by doing everything for God's sake, sarva karma bhagavad prityartham. Such a person becomes dear to the Lord. And what happens then? He or she becomes the responsibility of the God. Krishna has to look after them. God has to look after them. Nitya abhiyuktanam yogakshemam. Always nitya yogakshema. Not 1 day, 2 days. All through your lives, you will be looked after. With that faith, those who have faith, they have no fear of tomorrow because they have faith. Why should they worry? That divine which looked after me today will also look after me tomorrow. That faith is something that is central core to doing selfless service. If you don't have faith, you cannot do service. You cannot do at least selfless service. You cannot do because you will always have the fear, what about me? What will happen to me? If I do for others, what about me? You will never become selfless. And if you don't become selfless, you still have that karma as it is there in dharmartha kama moksha. It is also there in kama krodha lobha moha. Karma is there in common to both, either in the worldly side or on the spiritual side also. But what kind of karma should you have? Na kama he rajyam, na moksham, na punarbhavam. Kame dukkha taptanam praninam arti nashanam. Kamaye dukkha taptanam praninam arti nashanam. ದುಃಖದಿಂದ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಜನರ ಆರ್ತವನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಾಶ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ನನಗಿದೆ. Otherwise, there is no other desire to bind me. That one desire to do good for others, to help others who are not able to take care of themselves, that one desire you may also develop. That desire will take you to liberation. Kama, moksha. Next is moksha. That desire you develop to serve others, help others, to serve that God or mother in everyone. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu. In all forms. Shuddharupena samstita. Somebody is hungry, mother is hungry. Not a person is hungry. She is hunger in everybody. So go and serve. She experiences good, bad through all these forms. Everything is her name, her form. Chetana ityabhidiyate. Chetana, she is consciousness. She experiences everything. So if you want to make her happy, make her children happy. What is the best way to make mother happy? Make her children happy. If children are happy, they get good name. Mother is very proud. No mother wants anything for herself. They always pray for their children. I see so many mothers coming to me. ಅವ್ರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವರು ಏನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ತಾಯಿಯವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಾಯಿಯವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅವನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. This is the beauty of mother. So if you want that Parameshwari, the Jaganmate, to be happy, then all our children in the world should be happy. They should be well fed, well clothed, well educated, healthy, and then only that mother can also be happy. So that is the pain of that mother, that is the love of the mother for all the children. Do her, worship her as the Atma Tattva, as the Brahma Tattva, as the Chaitanya Tattva within. Also worship her without as the beautiful form of the mother, as we do on Navaratri day. But never forget one thing, that she resides in all. In everyone, she alone resides. She experiences everything in everyone as the consciousness, Prajnanam. And therefore, anybody is happy, mother is happy. Anybody is sad, mother is sad. Anybody is well fed, mother is satisfied. If anybody is hungry, she suffers. Think like that and truly elevate your idea of worship of the divine. to worshipping her in every living and non-living entity in the world. Remember that and may celebrate Navaratri like this. May her grace be upon everyone like the straight rain that comes to us with her, with the corner of her eye, with one look. Let her redeem us all. Janma Marana Jaratapta Janavishranti Dayini. She is the one who is the refuge, who is the relief, who is the rest and respite for all. Like when we fall sick, we want to go and put our head on mother's lap and find some peace. We are hungry, we are sad, we are anything that happens, we want to go back. Like that Jana Vishranti Dayani. She provides relief, succor to all people of the world. And how does she do? She does through all of us. All hands are hers. Sarvatra Pani Padam Sarvatokshi Shiromukam Sarvata Shrutiman Loke Sarvamavritya Tishtati. She's in all.
We will conclude the evening session with Mangal Aarti.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आवद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं मर्यन्तयो नीवे स्वामी मर्यन्तयो नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नायक शयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेव सद्गुरु साई महादेव मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय।